I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd.
King Rye.
This bout is...
And this one has all of those big... We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people that are here in this place, they will spot it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That hook doesn't score. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just missed with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Just boxing.
And there's the bell to start round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
If you're a counter puncher, well, basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fine to the counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Insane action. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Defense is not an option for these two. Good counter punching. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
A flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Get focused.
There's the bell to start round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he misses with that straight left. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Those counter punches have to hurt. And down goes Billy Dib. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Billy Dib in that last round.
Switch on.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Love the response, though. Got back.
Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing.
Here we go to the fourth round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
There's a counter shot. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. That counter shot lands. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. That counter punch caught him clean. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Garcia in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute.
Time for the fifth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
punch himself out, though. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect you.
And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes. Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Garcia. There's the bell to start round 6. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Beautiful counter shot. A real good back and forth between these 2 fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Billy Dibb in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come... Here we go, it's round 7. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter shot. Nope, that uppercut does not score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to...
Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
Let's talk about Garcia.
Switched off.
And there's the bell for round 8. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and it's flashing lights for the Flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. Yes, sir. We fight on here. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
Not many people would...